I don't even know how much time I have now. I think it's like, I think we've done about, sorry, Professor Wright, but I keep getting interrupted. I'm having to use my phone and we've had some technical difficulties. So we're back at it. So Jackie and I were just talking about love and if it has the same sound as the long O sound in the OA words. So you think it does? Love? Does it sound like loave or love to you?
Love.
Love, right. So which one of these words would it work with? Some love, exactly. It sounds just like that. And then finally, Jackie and one of our favorite words, whoa, because that's what you do when you ride a horse.
Whoa.
Whoa. Do you think that would work with love?
Yeah.
Does whoa sound like love?
No, whoa.
No, there you go. Foam and goal. Okay, good. Excellent. Right on. Okay, so we went through some of these words yesterday. I'm going to set our camera back up over here and added them to our glossary. We have a teen glossary, but we're just going to make sure that, you want to pull that, get your glossary, Jackie, that Jackie knows all the words that she needs to know. If there's any that we have questions on, we add them to our glossary and define them and write a sentence about them. So let's just very quickly reread, and then anyone that you don't know immediately on site what the definition is, we're going to write down in our book. Okay, so why don't you read those three?
Cloak, soak, oak.
Okay, do you know what all three of those things are?
No.
Okay, so which one is confusing to you? Let's make sure
Cloak.
we don't have it in here. We may have written this already in our glossary, but let's just make sure it's not in here somewhere. Right there. You want to read that to me?
It's a cape.
Yep, exactly.
cape.
So what was your sentence that you wrote? We're struggling today a little bit.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday. You know what Wednesday is? Hump day. Okay.
In the movies, when people wake up, they put on a cape.
On a
Cloak.
cloak. Right, exactly.
That will keep it warm.
So it's like a blanket that they put over their shoulders that has no sleeves, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What about the last two words? Do you know, like if I said, I'm gonna go, soak this right now, would you know what I was talking about?
Means do something.
It does mean to do something. Do you have any sense of what that is?
I think I write soak down.
Did you write soak down? Let's see. I don't remember if that one's in here or not. Let's make sure. I don't see it. So let's write that one down as well. Oh, man.
This is really embarrassing.
It's really embarrassing. This is a horrible film. It will win no awards at Cannes or anywhere else for poor,
Dr. Right?
yeah. So remember, we're doing the OA.
Oh, yeah.
So, there you go.
Soak.
Okay, so when you soak something, this is becoming a real problem for us.
Water bottle.
Thank you. I'm having my technical assistant, Jackie, sort this out for us so it will stop falling. There we go. When you soak something, you actually take it and you submerge it in water. So that's when you soak something. You get it wet, basically.
And then you dry.
Sorry?
And then you dry it.
Then you dry it, yes, precisely. But initially when so say you want to get a sponge wet, you put it in water and then you let it soak up all that water. That's soak, okay? So let's think of how we could use that word soak in a sentence, having just learned it. Can you think of an example or, yeah.
My dress is wet. It's soaking wet.
It's soaking wet, yeah, perfect. Okay, so you want to write that in your glossary? Okay, good. Now, do we need that A in there to spell wet?
No.
No.
T.
W-E, you don't need the T, you don't need the A. Mm-hmm. Just the T, exactly. And then what ending do you need to put on there so it's a ing, soak-ing wet? Mm-hmm. Good, excellent. All right, so let's do one more row of these, and then we can get to making words as well. All right, so you want to read those to me, and then any that you don't know, let's write them down and talk about them.
Boat, coast, toast, oat, coach, toad,
Good.
loaves, soap.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So what about a boat? You know what a boat is?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Coast.
Coast, no.
Okay, so this is a great opportunity to talk about homophones. We talked about homophones a little bit yesterday. And a homophone is a word that is sometimes it's spelled differently, but it sounds exactly the same, but it has a different meaning also. So in this particular case, the thing about coast is it's either a verb or a noun, okay? When coast is a noun, what's that place when you go to the beach and you drive along the...
Coast.
Thank you. That's the coastline. So that's the place where the land meets the water, right? Now, when you're on your bicycle and you're cruising along and you stop pedaling, what do?
You stop at the coast.
You you do. You stop at the coast, that's right, and you admire the view. But when you stop pedaling, your bike keeps going, and that's called coasting, okay? So you can coast on your bike, or you can drive along the coast in your car or your bike or whatever, or walk along the coast, okay? So let's write a couple sentences about that.
So it means that it never stopped going?
Right, you never stop, but you stop pedaling, but the car or the bike keeps going, or the motorcycle.
That's true.
Horses do not coast, from my experience. Well, yeah, they kind of do. You can take your leg off and they keep going, they keep walking.
Yeah.
So the wheels keep turning, yes. So that's what coasting is. Or it's a physical place. A coast is a place you go to look at the water, right? So can you think of something just creative in your teenage brain that would work in this case
Yeah.
for either of them?
My mom car keeps coasting.
Yeah, good. My mom's car, remember, because it belongs to her, so it's possessive and plural. My mom's, so it belongs to her, and what goes right between the M and the S there?
ING.
No, not the ing in this case. It belongs to her, so it's possessive.
Mom's.
Mom's, exactly. So you're going to put, there you go, apostrophe, perfect.
My mom's car
Mm-hmm.
keeps
Mm-hmm.
coasting.
Yep. Good, excellent. And then what about one for coast, the word, just so I'm looking at this beautiful coast, or however you want to, what you can think of something other than that, maybe.
My bike doesn't stop coasting.
Okay, so that would be good for that when you're using it as a verb, right? But what about when it's a place?
A place.
Somewhere you go.
I go to the beach. I go to the beach with my bike, and then I stop coasting.
Okay, let's shorten it a little bit, all right? So, let me see. You're riding along on their bike. You go down a hill, so you're coasting. You're not pedaling anymore, right? Because you're going so fast, you don't have to. Yeah, exactly.
Or add a good one.
Right, and then you come to a stop near the coast or along the coast, right? So how could you say that in a shorter sentence?
So, I was mountain biking,
Okay.
and then there was a big, fast coast.
Okay. And then what? Then how did you get to the actual coast from there? That's what I'm looking for, is a sentence that uses that word in that context as an actual place.
My bike up coast.
Your bike's up coasting. So we got the verb part. We got the action of the coast.
Mm-hmm.
But what about if you just go to the coast to see the ocean? How about that? Or see the birds or the seals?
It's like using a place.
Yeah. So think of a sentence, you know, or a series of words that would put you at the coast. That you now we know you've ridden your bike and you've coasted, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're coasting on your bike, but now you're going to actually go to the coast and look at the coast, right? Or admire it, or take a picnic to the coast, right? So how could you write that in a sentence?
I'm going to a park for a birthday party.
Mm-hmm. On
the coast.
There you go, bravo.
Finally.
Bravo. But see, it's hard. This is where homophones are tricky because, you know, and in this case, really, this is coast used as a verb or a noun. So it's like a homophone, but a homophone is something that sounds the same and sometimes looks really similar, but means different things, right? Okay, so we're going to move on because we spent enough time on that. But now you know what I'm talking about, okay? All right, so now we are going to do the vowel, consonant, E. We're going to do those, probably spend a little less time on those so that we can get to making words. But these are words that Jackie has sometimes has a little bit of a trouble with, and so I just want to review them and make sure that she understands that when she sees the silent E on the end of it, it makes that vowel in the middle of the word a long sound, right? So why don't you start by reading these to me?
Hope, gate, maze, moat, snake, gape, mope, grace, fake, cape, take, game, flake, loop, leap,
Okay, so what does that E do to that O?
O,
So low.
low, lobe, lope,
Uh-huh.
lope, folk, folk, late, soak, fake, tame, rope,
Good, excellent. Okay, the only one was that one. Can you go back and do that one again?
rape.
Grape, exactly. Okay, so let's take these and organize these, sort them, if you will. Organize. Is organize another word for sort? Maybe, kind of. It is, actually it is. I would go with it. I'm gonna say yes.
I may say no. Different opinion.
Okay, all right, and there's gonna be some words in here that we definitely may not have encountered, so we'll add a couple of those to our glossary as well. And there may be an oddball in here. I think I put one in.
There's a lot of oddballs.
Yes, in life in general, there's a lot of oddballs.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me see. Rope,
Mm-hmm.
hope,
Oh, I like it.
like high hopes.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Cape,
Mm-hmm. Does that make the same sound as rope and hope?
no.
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 No. So
Okay.
maybe put that in its own
Bill.
column. Mm-hmm.
Hope, flake,
Does that sound like hope, flake?
no.
No, it does not.
Let's move on.
Okay, move on. Good, I like that.
Poke,
Uh-huh.
soak,
Yep. So those two rhyme, but is that the same vowel pattern there? Do you see are the same letters in that in this one as there are in that?
mm-mm.
That's okay. but they still
Rhyme.
rhyme, and they still make the same sound, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cat. Fake.
Yep.
Snake.
Oh, I like it.
Bake.
Mm-hmm.
Flake. Game.
Mm-hmm. Now, does this rhyme with these?
No.
Flake and snake?
Yes. Game. Rape a game.
Cape and game.
Game.
Same long sound, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Gaze.
Mm-hmm.
Gaze. 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 Flake.
Same sound for sure. It doesn't rhyme, does it?
Mm.
Graze and flake? Mm-mm.
So,
That could be its own category too. I'm leaving those up to you to decide those categories.
late. Take. Take.
Okay. What about the O sounds? Can we partner those anywhere?
Lope.
Mm-hmm.
Low.
Mm-hmm. Lope is a Western canter. Okay, that's what a lope is. Mm-hmm. Jackie knows what that cantering is. Do you, Dr. Wright, do you know what cantering is? It's that.
When you go really fast with the horse.
It's really fun on a horse, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But your booty hurts.
Your booty does hurt sometimes, that's right.
Moat.
Mm-hmm. What would moat go with? Does that sound like lope and mope and hope and rope?
No.
You don't think so?
Well, let me yes.
It does sound like it. It doesn't rhyme with them because it doesn't have the same ending, but it is that long O sound, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maze.
Mm-hmm.
Maze.
Does anything rhyme with maze that we have up there?
Fake.
Fake, flake?
Flake.
Does that rhyme though? Is it the same ending sound?
Maze.
So same,
Grape.
there you go. Perfect. Mm-hmm.
Grape.
Mm-hmm.
Game.
Yeah, same long sound. Uh-huh.
Gate.
Uh-huh.
Late.
There we go. Great and late. Uh-huh. Gate and late, excuse me. Okay, good. I like that. I think that's well done. Okay. Let's just do a couple words out of here, see if there's any that you don't know, and add them to our glossary. And we'll go from there. So read these down for me, please, or you can start on that end, whatever you want to do.
Rope. Hope. Hope.
Mope. Mhm.
Loop. Mope.
Are there any of those words that you don't know, like on site, know them?
I heard about it when people talk.
Which one?
Let me see. Moat.
Moat. Okay, did we write that one down in our book? I thought we did. Because that's not one that you see in the English language much. It's kind of an old thing. Keep going back a couple pages. Okay, wait a minute. Did we do it here? I guess we didn't. Moat. Okay. A moat is
I feel like we did.
For some reason, I thought we did too. No, it's not on there. A moat is in the old days when people had castles, the way that they kept.
Oh, alligators.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. And so there was water around it, and I don't know where anybody got alligators in England or, but maybe back in those days, alligators were swimming around in there. Now they swim in warm water. But yeah, so that's what a moat is. So can you write that down? How to spell that word?
Moat.
And can you write a sentence for me about that? If you remember it's a water around the
Did
castle.
I draw a picture?
You can draw a picture. I would love it if you drew a picture.
Okay, so it is a long
Yeah.
water,
Mm-hmm.
and then how to draw alligators.
Are you going to draw an alligator?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That looks like a duck.
Just a suggestion of an alligator is good. Okay, so we've spent a lot of time on word sorts this morning. Jackie's going to draw a little bit. But I wanted to review that because sometimes in her reading, Jackie has a little bit of trouble with getting those words, so I just wanted to review and make sure she feels confident with them. Now we're going to try a little bit of making words with some of those words we just wrote, the OA sounds and the vowel consonant silent E. Oh, that's a beautiful, you got to hold that up so that Dr. Wright can see that. Gorgeous. I love it. Well done. Okay, so let's make some words here, shall we? Using the OA, I'm going to do some OA. Let's make a word or two. I love this. All right, so OA. All right. And then I'm going to let you add or subtract letters. Okay, so what word is that right there?
Load.
Load. So if you took the D off, is there anything you could put at the end of that letter, that word, to make it something else?
Loaf.
There you go. Well done. Oh, well, yes. Okay, now that's but we need to add one thing to that, and it's a vowel. You may not know this word, but this is a good word. Loathe.
Load.
So it's close. You were on the right track. Loathe. Do you know what it is when you loathe something?
Load.
Loathe.
It's like when you have a car and then you load stuff.
Well, that was the other load. This is loathe. This means hate something. I loathe going to the dentist. I don't know. Is there anything you loathe? You loathe cheese?
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella? You loathe mozzarella? Oh my gosh, how do you eat pizza, Jackie?
I only like on the pizza, but without pizza, I don't like it.
It's so funny. All right, so to that end, let's spell that first word that you told me, that you load your car. So what would that ending sound be on there?
D.
D, right, exactly. Okay, so I wish I had more words with load. Oh, I know. I'm going to take the L off. Can you think of a letter that you could put in front of that? And I'll give you a hint. It's an animal. Well, animal. It's a reptile.
Frog.
It's a frog, but what's another word for a frog? Remember, we wrote this in your book, too. I remember that one.
Me too.
They live in a pond.
And they're really big.
Well, sometimes.
Lower.
Okay. Let's go back. Let's see. Aha. See it at the bottom there?
Toe.
Toad.
Toad.
So, make that word, please.
T.
Okay, good. All right, so now I'm going to do something with homophones. Okay, do we remember what homophones are?
When two letters rhyme.
Well, it's kind of like that. It's and we haven't gone over this a lot yet, so Jackie's just getting the hang of this, but it's when two words sound the same, and sometimes they even look a little bit the same, like coast and coast, you know, but they mean different things, okay? So in this case, we're going to do this. Okay, tell me what word this is.
Road.
Road, right. Okay, now, if we change the word so that it is, so what is that, what does road mean? Tell me what road means.
It's like, road is like, it's like this black, it's like when cars go.
Right. It's
Or-
what cars ride on, right?
Yeah.
Or you ride your bike on it or whatever, or you walk on it. But if we change the spelling of road to this, and I'm hoping that you
Road.
will
Is that a word?
will work with me here. Roth, I don't, not that I know of. Okay, so what about here? Road, when it's like that.
Road.
Uh-huh. Do you know what it means when it's like that? We're gonna write these down too, because this is really good to know. Because this will help you with your writing, because it'll give you access to more words and how to use them. Okay? So road. So when I told you the other day that I had just,
Rode a horse.
thank you, yes, well done. Okay, so road. That's rode a horse, right? The past tense of to ride.
Like to rode a horse.
No, I like to ride a
Right.
horse.
I know.
I rode a horse. Yeah, I know you know. I like to ride. Okay, good. But then to make that past tense,
Right.
how would we know? So rode is the past tense of ride. So what could be a sentence using road like that?
Road when cars go on.
That way, but what about, so that's the first way we spelled road, but what about when we spell it like this?
Like this.
So using it in the context of riding a horse or a bike or a motorcycle or something like that. What could be a sentence that you could use it there?
On Monday, I rode my bike.
There you go. On Monday, I rode my bike. Can you write that down? Okay, so we're going to sign off now, Dr. Wright, because I've already gone over my time here. But thank you for your patience with all of our technical difficulties. We appreciate it. Talk to you later.